So the next point is what? The synthesis of food other than carbohydrates. The synthesis of nutrients other than carbohydrates. That is, your body also needs proteins. Your body also needs fats. Your body also needs lipids, amino acids, which you get through different variety of food. Isn't it? That is, your body to grow, to maintain, it needs what? Different kinds of nutrients. So you have already seen that the plants synthesize carbohydrates through the process of what? Photosynthesis. So carbohydrate consists of what? Carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, isn't it? So carbohydrates are prepared through the process of photosynthesis. But carbohydrates also helps to synthesize proteins and fats. So these proteins and fats, they are rich in nitrogen. They contain nitrogenous gas. So how the requirement of nitrogenous gas, the nitrogen is fulfilled by the plants. You also know that plants take what? Carbon dioxide and they give out oxygen. But how will they absorb nitrogen? You have already studied that nitrogenous gas is present in the air in abundant. Nitrogenous gas is present in the abundant manner in the air. But this nitrogenous gas cannot be absorbed in this form by the plants. So how do they absorb it? How do they get nitrogen? That is, the soil contains some bacteria. What do they contain? The soil contains some bacteria. So this bacteria, they take the nitrogenous gas or they convert this nitrogenous gas into the usable form which can be absorbed by the plants. Yes, so that is, nitrogen is present in abundance and soil has certain bacteria that converts the gaseous nitrogen into some usable form. You have seen that soil contains what? Fertilizers. You might have, if you have visited any village, then you will come to know that the farmers add fertilizers. They add manure to the soil which is rich in nitrogen. So this nitrogen is in a usable form for the plants and they absorb through the water. As they absorb the water, they also absorb the nitrogenous gas, the nitrogen which is present in the soil. So some bacteria which are present in the soil, they convert the nitrogenous gas into usable form for the plants which can be absorbed. So this nitrogenous gas is required for the synthesis of proteins and fats. In this way, the plants fulfill their requirement of nitrogenous gas. Are you getting my point? Yes. So children, there are some other modes of nutrition. Now plants, you have seen that they are called as what? Autotrophs. Why? Because they prepare their own food. They synthesize their own food. But the other animals or the other plants also, they are dependent on the other plants. Animals including human beings, they are called as what? Heterotrophs, because they are dependent on the plants and the other animals that eat plants. So what happens? There are some other plants who are dependent on the trees. They are called as what? Climbers. You might have seen the climbers, isn't it? So these climbers means they climb on the other trees. They take the nutrition of other trees. So these nutrition, this fulfillment of nutrition is done by the other plants which are available in the nature. For example, amarbel or cascata. The amarbel is a tree. It has a twinning like structure. So it is a host. It is a host plant. Why it is called a host plant? Because it allows the other climber plants to take its nutrition. The other plants are dependent on the one plant which gives its nutrition. Yes, children? So there are some plants who follow the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Either they are green in color or they are of some other color. They follow the heterotrophic mode of nutrition.